All right, good news today for California. As I've been saying in all of my videos, the unemployment EDD is working around the clock to get us updates on the new CARES Act. People in my comments have been saying I was lying and then I'm telling people to do the wrong thing. And here it is. As I mentioned in all my previous videos, they are trying to figure out how to implement the new CARES Act. The CARES Act is going to give you the new 13-week extension. It's going to give you that additional $600. It's also really big as far as helping independent contractors and self-employed individuals. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and dive deeper into this new information, which is going to help a lot of these people who have been kind of left in the dark and don't understand what exactly is going on, but need help. So let's dive into it. Excellent news right here. On April 11th, the EDD, which was yesterday, some people might start seeing their extra $600. So that's $600 plus your weekly. So if you were making $450 before, you could be making $1,050 now. Claimants do not need to do anything to receive this extra funding. The EDD will automatically add the full $600 to each week of current benefits that are paid every 2 weeks, as long as you are eligible for at least $1 in regular payment each week. Basically saying as long as you're not zero, you didn't get something back saying you're eligible for $0, as long as it's more than it's one or more, you will then get $600 tacked onto that. For someone receiving the most recent average unemployment insurance payment of $340 a week, a usual biweekly would equal $680. With the extra payment, that biweekly payment would increase to $1,880. So you see that they're making $340 a week, and they're saying if it was bi-weekly, so 2 weeks, times 2. So 2 weeks, typically they were only getting $680. And now they're saying it would be $600 per week extra. So that would be an extra $1,200, $600 each week, bi-weekly. Exactly. The first week the additional payment can be made is for the week ending April 4th, not before. Separate retroactive payments will be automatically issued soon to those who had to activate the claim that week. And the $600 extra payments can continue to those who remain impacted and otherwise eligible for benefits. So that's also, you may be receiving back pay. See, we're in April 14th now. So you could be getting back pay all the way starting on April 4th. So you could have quite a bit of money heading your way. Received a UI award notice that shows $0 in wages. You may still qualify for benefits. We may need more information from you to process your claim. So go back to the FAQs page. I've been pointing people to this page in every single video I've been making on this topic so far. So we already knew this. For faster processing, always do it online. Do not do a paper version. I told you this in my last video, that the American Job Center of California, there's a directory there. And I actually called them, and no one is answering their phone right now, but they are allowing you to type in your zip code, find a local office to you. Again, you're looking for local, when you do the search, you are looking for the American Job Center of California. I know this says Career One Stop, but when you, it's part of the American Job Center network. When you search, you'll find American Job Centers in here. And they're taking emails. There's an email address in the directory, and there's also, they're allowing you to leave a voicemail. So at least leave a message. So for those of you like, I need somebody to talk to, I don't understand. It said $0, but I'm actually eligible. You want to contact somebody at the American Job Center if you can't get a hold of somebody at the unemployment office. And as you all know, the unemployment office is really hard to get a hold of. Look at that. Almost 1 million claims in 1 week. That is ridiculous. Almost 1 million the week before, and this is only going to keep up. So remember, you have a few different resources here, both the American Job Center of California and the unemployment office. It takes at least 3 weeks to process a claim. So I know it sucks that you guys had applied maybe back in early April or late March and you still haven't heard anything. It's going to take 3 to 4 weeks. Federal funds are available to get you back to work quickly, including basic needs such as housing, childcare. For more information. So this one is cool, and I've been mentioning this is also the Department of Labor. So there's some local programs as well, and I'm surprised they don't. Another thing that I've been showing people is the Department of Labor, different website from the EDD website, is also giving you a bunch of different programs that could help you in your getting food on the table, helping with rent, things like that. Okay, now here is for you independent worker, business owners, self-employed and independent contractors, gig workers who have limited work history and others not usually eligible for it. Yes, up to 39 weeks of benefits, starting with weeks of unemployment beginning February 2nd through December 31st, depending on when you became directly impacted. An additional $600 just like the other people. Important information, because this is a brand new program, each state will need time to develop all the necessary system programming forms, processes, and procedures. This page will be updated as information becomes available, including when and how to apply to these benefits. Once this new complex program is built and staffed, it will likely rival the size of the regular UI program that EDD already administers. As we work to implement this program, you can review your eligibility requirements and again, contact your local jobs. But who knows how much information they're going to have at the moment. So you actually don't have to click this if you just go down, scroll down, eligibility. So these are the 4 classifications of people that may now be eligible that in the past were no longer eligible. Business owners, self-employed, independent contractors, individuals who may have qualified for regular UI benefits but have collected all the benefits for which they are eligible. So it looks like for those of you that need extensions because yours ran out right before all this happened. If you are not a citizen of the United States, you cannot be paid PUA benefits unless you are legally permitted to work in the United States for what you were performed. In addition, you must be authorized to work any week of PUA benefits claimed to be eligible for payments. So what this one is saying was that your past work experience, you were legally eligible to work here. So you have some sort of form, something showing that you were legally allowed to be working. If you were under the table, unfortunately, this does not apply to you. The other thing is that you were available to work in these coming weeks. So you already had a visa or you already had something in writing to show that you were eligible to work starting April 4th or the week after, April 11th. So not only do you need to have proof that you were working, but that you proof that you were going to be working during these times when a lot of places are shut down at the moment. So here's the kicker. Not only do you have to be a citizen and we're eligible to work, not only do you have to have some sort of income from, gig work, being an Uber driver, owning a business, owning a gym, whatever it is, being a restaurant, whatever it might be. Also, you must have one of the following criteria. You must have been diagnosed with COVID-19. You are unable to work because of a healthcare provider advised you to self-quarantine. So this one will be easier. Basically, if you got a doctor's note. A member of your household has been diagnosed, so harder to prove. You're providing care for a family member or member of your household who has been diagnosed. A child or other person in the primary caregiver is unable to attend school. So that's good if you're a parent and your school is doing no longer, it's all homeschool now, so you're eligible. You become the breadwinner or major support for a household because the head of the household has died. Okay, wow. You have to quit your job as a direct result. So if you're furloughed, you place employees closed. Okay, that one's easy. You were furloughed, right? Or your company's no longer operating because it's non-essential. You were scheduled to start a job that is now unavailable. That's a cool one that they added that. So maybe you were in between jobs. You were supposed to start a new job and your new job didn't start. You were unable to reach the place of employment as a direct result. Okay, you work as an independent contractor with reportable income. You may also qualify for the PUA benefits if you are unemployed, partially employed, or unable or unavailable to work because of it. This is where a lot of people are going to fit in, I feel like, unless you have something up here that's a lot easier. But basically, if your local county, your local area has some sort of shelter in place and non-essential businesses are not allowed to be operating, that's a simple, clear, cut and dry reason why you should be all of a sudden eligible for these new benefits as a business owner, self-employed, independent contractor. I feel like that's where a lot of people are going to fit in, and it's an easy way to tell the EDD that you do have one of the following criteria. Now, I wish I could end this video on a really happy note. I mean, there's definitely progress being made. Let's not deny that. But if you read this, 1 to file, they're still sorting it out. And just like I said, this is a whole new program. This whole CARES Act, PUA, all of this is new, right? This all just came, and there are millions of claims, and there's millions of people that probably fit into this category that need benefits. They need help. Unfortunately, they need a new form that's going to allow you to answer these questions here. a new form that's going to allow you to describe what type of work you were doing and how often you were doing it and that you were eligible to work. So they still haven't figured that out. So you have two options here. You can either go ahead and file a claim the traditional route, and you go to UI claim. You could go ahead and register for an account, but you'll notice when you go to register, the forms might be a little bit different. I would be logging in regularly every day to see if anything is changing and checking out their newsroom. All the updates are being updated regularly, and you can have their Twitter, their social media. They're actually pretty active on social media. I would check them out there. But back to this, you have two options. You can either try to apply with the current forms and you may be denied. Then you got to go call the American Job Center, you got to call the EDD, and you got to sort it all out. Or option two is to wait until these forms get completed, fill it out properly so you can go through all the automated things. You don't actually have to talk to anyone. You could just get the green light from the get-go. And remember, some of these benefits are going to be retroactive. So you may be still entitled to back pay on those $600 payments as well. So two options. I'm hearing mixed things. Some people are getting into the program as is. I don't know their situation. I think some people are lying and they're saying that they don't have any W-2 income when maybe they had like a day job, like a part-time job, and they also had like an Instacart or a Uber driver job. And what's happening to those people who are like, yeah, I'm getting benefits, they're getting benefits based on their part-time job at a restaurant or as a W-2 worker, not as a 1099, an independent contractor. But some people are saying they're getting it as an independent contractor. So you run the risk of getting denied, and I assume you could go ahead and try to reapply if you do get denied based on this new process, but you're running that risk. EDD is telling us that they're still figuring out this page will be updated with instructions for filing a claim for PUI benefits when details become available. They're saying details are not available yet. I hope this was helpful to you. Best of luck navigating this. I'll be continuing making update videos when I have more information.